And this, so on the negative side of the y-axis is going to have, the x-axis I mean, -1, -1 is here, with 1, this point right here. -2 and 4, -2 is here, 4 here. -3 and -9, -9 is here, -3 is here. So this is the points. Connect the dots, and you will have the graph of the parabola that we're looking for. Right? This is how you graph functions by defining a few points and graphing on the graph paper or here on the screen, defining a few points and connecting the dots. Are you ready to work on the quiz now? Give me a feedback if this is okay, if this is too complicated, or if you need more help. And Ryan was complaining about having too much work. But actually our quizzes we work here during the class, right? Most of the answers of the quiz you can work during the class. So you don't have extra work. Even if you follow the class, you're going to complete everything during the class. Any feedbacks? Anything? Can I move on? Let's move to the quiz now, if you're ready. But first, let's check our bell work. And Jacob is asking, let's go to the quiz. Just please no Khan Academy. Oh, I don't like Khan Academy. Don't worry, not just gonna find some cool things on Khan Academy. It's gonna be just complement. It's a compliment. It's not a lot of things from Khan Academy. Don't worry, Jacob. Let me work now. Let me show how the bell work. We're working. I want your answer for this bell work. And the question here is very short question, and we have there are a few answers already. You just need to find out, to try to figure out what the question is asking, is talking about. Because if a ball has 3 and a circle has 2, then how many will a point have? What is this about? 3 what? 2 what? And I'm going to tell you the hint is about math. It's nothing crazy like, I don't know, letters or... Johnny L sent a message here, 0. But I want you all to send your messages. I want you all to send your guesses. If you don't know, you can guess. Just type the first number that comes to your mind, or if you know, send the answer. I think it's the right answer. So now, Serenity, Ryan, Makina, Adi, Kishore, Kion, Julian, Joniel, Jesus, Jermaine, Jalexis, Jacob, Gabriela, Ewil, Cynthia, Chrisdiel, Kalia, Angelie, and Adrian. Type your answers. What do you think is the right answer? What do you think is the right answer? And Joniel said 0, Kalia 1. And Kalia was the first one. At the beginning she said 1, yes, 1. Chrisdiel said 2. Angelie 1. Serenity 3, Jacob 0. More guesses, more guesses. Everybody is supposed to send a message. Everybody's supposed to try to answer this question. So we have, it's about 20 in the meeting. Maddie, 3, 0, more, I think we have more 1s. No, we have a couple of 1s. We have a couple of 0s. We have a couple of 3s. No more guesses? Anyone else want to try? Or you can say, I agree with Kalia, or I agree on Ewil, 1. Ryan, 5 on G. What's 5 on G? I'm not sure. But 5. Okay, let's work. Let's see what the question is about. And I think we have a lot of answers. We can Most of the answers, I think, is between 1 and 0. 1 and 0. Now let's check what's this question talking about. This is about math, about geometry, right? Kishore, 3. And when you talk about a circle is a flat figure, a flat shape, right? This is the circle, a flat shape, and you can draw a circle using the XY plane. You can use the XY plane because it's a flat shape. But what about the ball, the sphere? The ball is a sphere. If you have a ball, let's say this is a ball, this is not flat, the ball is not flat. You cannot use just the X and Y axis. You need more. So you're gonna have X, Y, and also there's another one, another axis, the Z. You have 3 axes and each one represents what? 1 dimension, right? Because the ball, the sphere, is a 3-dimensional shape, and the circle is 2-dimensional. Now tell me, the point. We're talking here about dimensions. How many dimensions does a point have? How many dimensions does a point have? What do you think? And I have a few right answers here. How many dimensions does a point have? What do you think, Jacob? What do you think, Johnny L? How many dimensions does a point have? Zero is the right answer. Yes, you got the right answer, Johnny L. And you got the right answer as well, Jacob. 0. The answer for this is 0, because the point is actually the only object, the only geometric object that's going to have 0 dimensions. Explain a little bit about the quiz. The first part of the quiz, you're going to evaluate each function, and we are working with the basic functions that we learned today: the identity function, quadratic, cubic function, absolute value function, square root function, and reciprocal function. And we will evaluate. That means we're going to apply, we're going to assume a value for x, and we're going to calculate, we're going to find out y, or f of x. The first thing that we have here, f of x equals x. This is the identity function. And we are asked here what's going to be f of pi. That means x equals pi, right? What's going to be f of pi? X equals pi. This is an identity function. That means f of x equals x. The answer here is f of pi equals x. X equals pi. Pi. That's it. Pretty simple. This is the right answer. Pi is the right answer. And you're going to do the same thing for the other questions. You try to calculate, you try to figure out how to find f of the numbers that we are presenting here. And later I'm going to help you out if you need any help with this first part. Now the second part. Second part, you have to check the function. Find the function here on the left hand side on this table, and match with the right graph. So you have to match with the right graph. Let us check the first equation that we have here, the first function that we have here. Q of x equals 2 times x squared, and this is going to be a quadratic function, right? Quadratic function because we have an x squared. Try to find among the graphs that we have here, the graphs that represent the quadratic function. That means the parabolas. And we're going to have a parabola right here. This is a parabola, right? and another parabola is here. It's upside down, but it's still a parabola, right? It's a U, it's a letter U, looks, the shape is of a letter U, upside down, but it's still a parabola. To figure out, you have two options. Figure out which one is the right one, which one is the right option for letter G. Apply or plug in x equals 0 to find at least 1 point. So for x equals 0, find y. 2 times 0 squared, 2 times 0, 0 squared, 0, so 0, 0. This is the point of one of the points of the graph. Check out which one have point 0, 0. These have 0, 0, but this one doesn't have, see? Doesn't have 0, 0. That means the right answer is number 7. Number 7.